You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you go over and check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. 25% off USA First. 25% off USA First. Go now.
All right, guys. One of the big questions here going into the NFL offseason after the Super Bowl, I'm assuming, is what will happen with Tom Brady, the Buccaneers QB, who is actually a free agent. Now, I don't believe he's actually going to be going back to Tampa Bay. However, I do think he will play next season. And also, one of the other big questions is also about Aaron Rodgers, but this is about Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady, no doubt about it, had a down season. He never got on the same page with his receivers, and of course, he had a lot of off-field issues that he actually had to deal with. Tom Brady did not look the same. And also, if you actually look at that viral clip that was actually going around, he was trying to motivate his team against San Francisco, and they were just dead. They were dead, man. It just wasn't the same. Now, Byron Leftwich, he got fired by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't know what's going to happen with him. Now, even though I believe that Tom Brady will return to an NFL team, could it be the Raiders? Could it be the Dolphins? I don't know. But I do believe he will play next season. However, guys, there is one former NFL player, actually a former quarterback for the Buccaneers, by the way, that won the Super Bowl in 2002. He believes that Tom Brady is done. And he pretty much took a pretty brutal shot at Tom Brady, and I don't think Tom Brady's going to like this whatsoever. Here we go on Outkick. Former Bucs QB Shaun King shares brutally honest assessment of Tom Brady. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Shaun King thinks Tom Brady is toast. King, who started 22 games under center for Tampa Bay in the early 2000s, recognizes that Brady is the best to ever do it, but also can see that Father Time has caught up with him. This is what he said. Quote, "Why does everybody beat around the bush?" King asks Compare.bet. Tom Brady is the most accomplished quarterback at the professional level we've ever seen. And nobody in modern football is getting to 10 Super Bowls, and they're definitely not winning 7. In spite of that, you still should be honest about what he is now. He's a shell of his former self, especially when he encountered with pressure. Close quote. Now, when it comes to the pressure thing, I don't think it's been a secret throughout Tom Brady's career. If you were actually rushing 4 and got pressure up the middle, it made Tom Brady pretty uncomfortable. But this season, that offensive line was terrible. They were trash. It was just a disaster on the offensive line. Now, it goes on right here. It says, while plenty of other folks agree with King's assessment of Brady, the 45-year-old still passed the eye test on a relatively consistent basis last season. Now, he actually set a record, folks, for the most pass attempts, and I do believe also completions in a season. They did not run the ball. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the run game for the Bucs were way, way, way down there at the bottom, probably like 27th in the league, close to last. Now, Outkick here writes, while Brady put up a career-low QB rating of just, I don't know why they have 52.5 because it's not that. I believe it's like 90. I'll pull it up here in a second. He still managed to throw for just shy of 4,700 yards, 25 touchdowns, and just 9 interceptions. And actually, for a while, guys, he only had like 2 on the season. Then he threw like 7 picks in like 7 straight games. So he thinks he's done right here. King just doesn't think he has enough left in the tank to be consistent from start to finish in the game. Quote, yep, in spurts he can still make some throws, and yeah, every second or third game he can have a fourth quarter that makes you remember how great he was, King said. But from start to finish, he's not the same player. Age is undefeated. If you watch Tom Brady play, when he is under pressure and duress, he's completely out of whack. That's just the reality of it. Wow. Now, let's go over here to Tom Brady's numbers here. Now, he actually completed almost 67% of his passes, which is good. And like he said, almost 4,700 yards, 6.4 yards per attempt. That's not great right there. That's un-Tom Brady-like right there. 25 TDs, 9 interceptions, and a QB rating of 90.7. But also, let's go back to Tom Brady's last season in New England. Check this out. When he was, 42? He actually completed just shy of 61% of his passes compared to 67% this year. 4,000 yards, a little over 4,000 yards versus 4,700. Now, granted, this 16 versus 17 game season, but he completed 6.6 yards per attempt, 6.4 this time. 24 TDs, 8 picks. The numbers seem very similar to 2019, and then at that, his QB rating was 88. But then he went to Tampa Bay and put up monster numbers, 40 TDs in each season, 40 and 43 respectively, 102.2 QB rating, and 102.1 QB rating right there. Maybe a change of scenery could be what Tom Brady needs. Now, it seems like Shaun King is actually trying to make it seem like this is some Peyton Manning situation in Denver last season. I don't believe that's the case whatsoever. Tom Brady is still 10 times better than Peyton Manning in his last year. Peyton Manning physically didn't have the skills anymore. He couldn't throw the ball 10 yards down the field because of the neck injury. I mean, he was completely done. Tom Brady, is he completely done? No. If you put him in the right situation, the team he goes to can win games. I already said before, guys, if you threw Tom Brady on the Dallas Cowboys with that offensive line, with the weapons, the Cowboys actually do beat the 49ers. I truly do believe that. Tampa Bay was just a mess across the board on offense. So I'm not going to go with Tom Brady is toast. I'm just not going to buy that. I didn't really see any huge diminishment in arm strength. Didn't see that. Now, of course, he was missing throws, but he wasn't on the same page. Now, he says he's a shell of himself. I mean, is he just judging Tom Brady by his GOAT status right there? Because a shell of himself based on GOAT status, this ain't 2007 Tom Brady when he was throwing 50 touchdown passes. But I don't think Tom Brady's chopped liver either. He's not. I believe he's still a very good quarterback. I mean, if you want to say that Tom Brady is a number 12, 13 quarterback in the league, I would take that, even though he's going to be 46 years old. And I believe if he's in the right situation, he can actually look like possibly a top 5 quarterback again. I truly do believe that, guys. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.